Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Saints Sports Network in St. Augustine, Florida, live from Saints Field. My name is Bailey Clark. I'll be on the call with you today for today's women's soccer matchup with the University of West Florida Argonauts and, of course, your Flagler College Saints. Wanted to go ahead and introduce myself before we have the anthem here. I'll take a step back and let you guys listen to that, and then we'll meet our starters for both teams. All right, welcome back to the Saints Sports Home Team Saints. We've got the goalkeeper, number 5, Henley Grunst. Defender, number 3. Okay, folks, sorry for the technical difficulties. If you missed it, the goal there, Andrea Fernandez with the assist, Paige Churchill on the goal. We're approaching 37 and a half minutes here at Saints Field. Saints lead it 1-0. I don't know how much of my brilliant soccer terminology you guys missed. I really hate that for y'all. Anyways, Saints lead it 1-0. Henley Grunst in goal has the ball here for the Saints. The boot well past midfield. Samantha St. Pierre going to get the back of the head on it. Cicel is going to run down the sideline. Try to get the ball. That's going to go back towards midfield for the Argonauts. Belts with possession. Going to boot it towards the Saints dugout over here. The bench area for the Saints, as Mae Swenson looks like she is going to make her trek over and make the throw in here. Apparently we lost the stream 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Nothing was... It must have started and ended immediately.
Swenson going to get a touch on that one. The throw in here from Nelson goes into offensive territory for the Argonauts. Lambert goes into the offensive side, but then it's booted back into the Argonauts offensive side as Annalena Jacobs with the pressure there to Swinton. Swinton driving to Saints in the area. She's going to have to do some fancy footwork and figure out where she wants to go with that one. Going to make the pass there. We haven't mentioned her today. Lamardo. Lamardo is having a track back towards midfield. Swinton going to try to play Garth on that one. Garth will have the shot, and Henley Grunst showing again why she's in goal today for the Saints. Makes the save. The defense absolutely stellar in the 18-yard box and the 6-yard box down there for the Saints. That was a lot of chaos down there. The defense so composed, so poised, able to get the ball to go out of play with a much less momentum throw in here for the Argonauts. Grunst and the defense, of course, that was Grace Simon. I think Gimbicki was in on it too, Lambert and Swenson. Ball just crosses over the line, but Nelson going to be able to get it. Andrea Fernandez, the forward here for the Saints, going to try to take it down the far sideline, 1v1 with Peterson. It's going to tick out of play off of Peterson. Andrea Fernandez will give it to Gimbicki here for the throw-in on the far side. And Chetta with the ball. Good boot there, but not going to find Cicel, as that one will get booted into Argonaut territory. I honestly thought that was going to go out of play way before it did. Presley and Chetta with the defense there, and that one is going to get out of play on that far sideline here. Throw in Argonauts. Ella Gambicki trying to do some gymnastics over there and get a foot on that ball, and it's going to take out of play. Throw in here, Andrea Fernandez, 1v1 on that far side with Clark. That's Clark over there. That one will bounce off of Clark, and we've got yet another goal kick here for the Saints. Got to wonder what strategy we'll go with here. They're still trying to decide over there what they want to do with the balls. Anchetta takes the touch, gives it to Grunst, and Grunst gives it right back to Anchetta. Making her way to the midfield. Plays Cecil in the abdomen. Cecil will take it, tries to play Paige Churchill right outside the 18-yard box. Saints looking for a foul. Not going to get one. Cecil takes it. Good footwork there, and she will take the foul right outside the 18-yard box. Might as well make it a PK, folks, as the Saints will take a free kick here. Look like Swinton was the one on the foul here. So, of course, Andrea Fernandez is going to take this free kick. For me, if I'm head coach Ashley Martin, Fernandez, Churchill, or of course, Ankle are going to be the ones that I want on that free kick. So, had to move that box over just a little bit. Michaela Lambert played in the box, and that one's not going to work in favor of the Saints. Argonauts kick it out on this near sideline down by the corner flag. Fernandez is going to work fast and take the throw in, but it takes her time to find an open man. She tries to play Cecil. Cecil's going to take it. Swinton with the pressure as the ball works its way to the midfield. Center back Grace Simon going to play fellow center back Presley Anchetta. Anchetta plays Gambicki. Far sideline 1v1 for her, gets it into offensive territory. Lambert not able to get a foot on it, but like maybe number 23 for the Argonauts, Annalie Lehman, getting a touch on it, kicking it out of bounds. It is going to be a throw in here for the Saints. Ella Gambicki fumbles the ball just a little bit, but it's not football, so it's okay. The throw in there. Oh, the Argonauts hit each other on the head. Works in favor of the Saints. Samantha St. Pierre trying to play Paige Churchill in the 18-yard box. The cross. Oh, and Andrea Fernandez just a little in front there, not able to capitalize on the double cross here as Churchill is hit from behind. Swenson gets her head on the ball. That one is going to drop, and it's just bouncing in the air, folks. You got to find some feet here. Argonauts are going to let it bounce a little bit and let it get back on the ground. Swinton, she's charging here, folks. I wonder if she is going to try to find 6 on the other side of the field. Nope, she takes the kick herself. They're going to say it kicked off of a Flagler player. And so I think we're going to have a goal kick here. And we're going to have our first subs of the game. Nine coming into the ball game, or the match. Sorry, I was informed that ball game is not a proper term for soccer. Number 9 coming into the ball game. That is Emily Dorkinson.
Sydney Garth for number 9, Emily Dorkinson.
Yep, I think the PA announcer hit that one on the head there as the corner comes in and is booted back out. I think it hit off of a Saint, so we'll have another corner, back-to-back ones here for West Florida. Looking to find the back netting for the first time today. This clock on this broadcast, the shot taken or the cross there, Swinton tries to get a head on it, and Grunst uses that height to her advantage, snags the ball. Saints now have possession. Ball goes out of play. That's going to be a Saints throw in here. Get my stats back out. 17 boots that one out of play. That's Johanna Peterson. As Gimbicki going to take the throw in again. Back-to-back throw-ins for the Saints. Finds the head of, well, that's Peterson again. Gimbicki with the toss in there. 17 not able to get a foot on it. Cicel plays Andrea. Andrea triple teamed. Oh, and she is knocked down real hard. Looks like one of those Argonauts clipped the leg, maybe the abdomen. She is doubled over in pain. If you're a Saints faithful, that's not something you want to see as a conference player of the year for the Peach Belt Conference right there, and Andrea Fernandez. I was talking to Ariana Silva before the game. She is our one of our red shirts this year. She suffered a knee injury during summer ball play, and she was saying that teams like to triple team Andrea, but that's just not going to work for teams this year, as that one is going to get booted out of the back. That back line, the goalkeeper, Makai Lipsy, going to take the goal kick here for the Argonauts. Everybody finding their way here. That one is kicked almost flush with midfield. Some footwork there with Lambert and Belts. Belts making her way with Lambert. The pressure there, going to try to find Swinton on the outside. She crosses into the 18-yard box, double teamed by Saints. 10 going to get a foot on it there. That is Lamardo. Lamardo plays Labovic. Goes into the 18-yard box, and Chetta clears it, trying to get it to our offense here as Paige Churchill is going to lay chase to it. Physical game here. Oh, in the nutmeg there from Churchill. Churchill trying to play Fernandez, the foot, and Andrea Fernandez on the goal. Make it 2-0 Flagler. Andrea Fernandez has been a part of both goals here for the Saints, as it is a 2-0 ball game with just approaching the 28-minute mark from Saints Field here in St. Augustine, Florida. The Saints are absolutely dominating in this first half, folks, and if you were to look at time of possession, you would see that is heavily in favor of Flagler College here. And we're going to have a sub here for the Argonauts. That is going to be Michaela Parks, Point of Vedra Beach native, coming in here. I was a little worried about the health of our Saints. We've got some injuries on the sideline, folks, including Lidios, who is in a boot, and of course Estella hurt her knee in the Converse game. Saints not phased though. Throw in here. Paige Churchill gets a foot on it, as does the brand new sub, Michaela Parks. May Swinson going to take the throw in. Swinton is over there with the pressure. She does not look like a happy camper. Of course, if I was down 2-0, I wouldn't be a happy camper either. Ball right there to the Saints bench, and May Swinson going to take the throw in again. Ref is telling Swinton that she got back on up. That one's going to get off the foot of Lombardo. Lombardo with some physical contact, and I think May Swinson will have yet another throw in. Swinton thought throw in was hers, but May Swinson said, give me that ball. It's my ball. Throw in. Cicel gets the target. The footwork. Is she going to meg her? Oh, so close. Oh, so close to another nutmeg. Swinton with possession here. Plays her offensive half. And that one is going to go way into the 18-yard box. Henley Grunts runs out that 6-yard goal box there. Gets the ball. Goes bowling over here to Anchetta. Anchetta plays Grunts. I guess we're trying to reset here, trying to get everybody in play. Usually when we go back to the keeper and kind of bump it in between the defenders, we're trying to get a nice reset here, get really in play as Gimbicki and Fernandez crashing on that ball. Gimbicki ends up coming up with the possession, tries to play Fernandez, but that is just going to be a dispossession there. Lamardo going to take it. Gimbicki gets the ball back. She's making her way towards the 18-yard box. Let's see if she tries to play Fernandez or maybe Samantha St. Pierre. She doesn't. She plays Jacobs. Jacobs with the fancy footwork plays Gimbicki back on the edge, and Gimbicki said, no, you take this ball, I don't want it. Makes her way. There goes Jacobs. And that was, I'm going to say she was kind of looking for Cicel down there right near that post. It's going to get out of play. And it's going to be a goal kick here for the Argonauts. A lot of green jerseys here in the Saints offensive half of things. Not going to be able to get a foot on it. Pressure there from Jacob again. I think she kind of took that one off the head. Lambert with the play too. Jacob with the pressure yet again. Presley and Chetta going to be 1v1 over there. She is going to force the ball out of play. The throw in. They're going to find Swinton down there in the 18-yard box. She tries to find Belts. And Belts finds the Saints keeper in Henley Grunst. What a superb game she's having so far today, folks. Already 5 saves. Absolutely killing it. Oh, and there's the boot. Look at her. She could be a college football punter, folks. That one is going to get off the head of an Argonaut. Jacob right there going 1v1. My papers will keep flying. Lamardo. Lamardo again with the ball. 1v1 with Jacob. Jacob applying pressure, making her dump it over there to Lehman. Lehman finds Swinton. There goes Gambicki. Gambicki with the good pressure over there, the good defense. Did they call a foul on that one? Swinton was down on the play. I'm not 100% sure what the call was yet, folks. I believe that was a foul. Either just inside that 18-yard box or just outside of it. We're going to get a free kick here for the Argonauts. They're going to stack up in the box here with a good opportunity to get on the scoreboard for the first time in today's match. I'm kind of blind, so I can't see who that is taking the free kick. It might be Lehman. 23 maybe on the. Okay, we're going to go Lehman taking the free kick. She goes up, and Grace Simon with her nice height, making herself known over there. You're not going to score my goal. Andrea Fernandez with the pressure on the outside half of things. Andrea just all over the field, and I love it. And Chetta plays Paige Churchill. Paige Churchill tries to play the dad with the umbrella. He's not in the ball game, so we can't play him. Somebody get him a penny. People are confused. Gonna have some more subs here for the Argonauts, just as I was learning names, and they do this to me. Megan Geddes comes into this game, and I honestly thought she was going to be more of a factor early. I was doing my research, of course, before this game, and the stat leaders, Megan Geddes is the goal leader and has 1 assist on the season. She's got 2 goals and an assist. You have Belts with 1 goal and 2 assists, and then Swinton with 2 goals. So they're starting to get their offensive firepower out there. Saints defense might have to work just a wee bit harder, but maybe not too much. Grunts with the pressure there from Dorkerson. Grace Simon, but that is going to go to Parks, and Parks is going to kick it way out of the back, and Grunts will have the ball again for a goal kick. Let's see if we go short to one of our center backs, or if we're going to try to go boot it to the midfield. All 3 of our forwards in order from furthest sideline to closest sideline. Fernandez, Cecile, and Churchill. So Anchetta is going to play across the 18-yard box here to Grace Simon, fellow center back. Grace Simon trying to get it into the midfield. Number 11, that is Geddes, gets the ball, but now it is over here in Saints territory. Head off of Blackman. Cecile with the good footwork. She's just so balanced, folks, so balanced, and she is going to get dispossessed there on the slide tackle from Lehman. They're making their way, and we're going to get a foul there. Timmy doesn't agree with that one, folks. Timmy doesn't. Lamardo is fouled on the play. The Argonauts will take a free kick here. I think what Tim and Ashley were seeing down there is that it was just a very physical matchup right there. 2 Saints to 1 Argonaut, which is ultimately why the Argonauts are taking the free kick, I assume. But very physical, like some feet got tied up down there, and free kick, West Florida. Ball on the ground to Swenson, and Chetta with the pressure. May Swinson, not to be confused with Swinton. We have Maya Swinton for West Florida, and we have May Swinson for the Saints. Don't get confused, friends. Swinson was going to take the throw in, and now I think they're telling her that she needed to work her way back to the corner flag just a little bit. She does, and the throw in there, going to find Lambert. Swinson with a nutmeg is going to find Lambert. Lambert is going to Sam St. Pierre, but she'll get dispossessed there. Lombardo with possession. Dumps it out to 23 Lehman over there. Lehman goes to Lombardo again. Back to Lehman. Lehman gets dispossessed by Samantha St. Pierre with the fancy footwork, and she's got room, folks. She has got plenty of green grass in front of her, making her way towards the goal, and finally some pressure, and she gets dispossessed, and that is just going to unfortunately end up back into the Saints defensive half of things. Presley and Chetta trying to get a little bit closer to the midfield. Presley, that was a child in a white shirt. That is not one of your players over there in the stands. Someone get her a penny too. We're getting confused. But that's okay. We're here to play soccer. You know they take a lot of headers in soccer. Throw in here for green. Glad they're not wearing the same green as the grass, then I wouldn't be able to see anybody. So throw in here for the Saints. Ella Gimbicki on that far sideline will take the throw in. Pretty good crowd for a nice Sunday afternoon in St. Augustine, Florida. Cicel with the possession at midfield goes to Andrea Fernandez. Fernandez, that is a really good ball, but that is just going to flow over to Blackman. Cicel with the pressure. Cicel goes to the midfield. That is going to be Geddes, very dangerous with the ball, plays it into the offensive half. Dorkerson runs after it, and Chetta with the foot on it. Ball gets out of play. Throw in for the Argonauts. I feel like we've had lots of throw-ins. I think our men's soccer team is in attendance over there, and they threw that ball back that Presley tried to play to the child. We'll get her a jersey. The play in there. Back to who took the throw in. The numbers on the front of the jerseys are real small, folks. I can't even see that. I think that was Dorkerson. Don't come at me if I'm wrong. Fernandez. Gimbicki. Oh, I thought she was going to go Gimbicki, but Fernandez with the fancy footwork. And then everybody getting ahead on the ball here, folks. And that one's going to go over the head. But Jacob, Annalena Jacob, just a little dispossession there from Swinton. Grace Simon gets ahead on it. Grace Simon is one of those soccer players that I wouldn't want to go up against because look at her arms. That was some monstrous power there. The Saints are able to get possession again. There goes Annalena Jacob with some green grass in front of her. Will she try to play Cicel or will she go Paige Churchill on that same sideline? Neither. She will be dispossessed, unfortunately, by Lehman. Lehman is going to get it to Dorkerson right here. May Swenson 1v1 with her. She's going to make her way towards the center of the field. I thought she was going to try to play positive progress here to Geddes. Dorkerson takes the shot with pressure there from Swenson. Swenson all over the field today, folks. I think we should really note that. She has been all over this close sideline here, but she has also been able to play towards the center of the field. Not the midfield, folks, the center of the field. She's really been getting her steps in, and she's just been applying great defense and great pressure to the Argonauts, and I think that is, that's very important to note since the Argonauts are currently down 2-0, and I think she is in great part of that as well as Grace Simon. And, of course, Presley and Chet. And then we got Gimbicki on the other side doing great things. All the defense doing great things. There's May Swenson again trying to find Sam St. Pierre. St. Pierre plays downfield. That was a good ball. Just a little out of stride there for Cicel at goal. And that is going to be a throw-in. Not a throw-in. A goal kick for the Argonauts. Micaiah Lipsy. Are we having subs? Oh, there goes Dorkerson. She's out of the ball game. That is Alyssa Wilson coming into the ball game now. Redshirt senior from Fort Myers, Florida Gulf Coast transfer. Ball is kicked. Testing the new feet early. I guess the Argonauts are saying that's some fresh legs. Let's get her involved. Throw in here. And Cicel able to body the defender, get around her. Let's see, she's got 3 defenders on her right now. She is working towards the corner, trying to find Paige Churchill. Paige Churchill just misses the ball just a little bit. Fernandez also trying to play it a little bit. Gimbicki out there for some assistance, gets dispossessed. I believe that is 11. Good slide tackle there for Manchetta, but unfortunately, possession falls to the Argonauts as Swinton making her way. Going to try to play the fresh legs there. That's Wilson going to track it to that far sideline. Down towards the corner flag. Photographer throw in. Well, I guess she was going to throw the ball, but she kicked it. She knows this is soccer. Swinson going to take the throw in here. Looks like we're getting some subs ready to go here for the Saints as we approach 16 minutes. That one's going to get off the fresh legs of Wilson. St. Pierre gets it. Oh, and she's tripped up there, and since the possession was going to fall to the Argonauts, and That is going to be a foul and a free kick here for the Saints. Very physical game, the short free kick. Just kidding, that wasn't a free kick. Not yet. Grace Simon is going to take the free kick. Any of my defenders, I'm going to have Grace Simon kick it. If her legs are as strong as her arms, which she plays soccer, I assume that her legs are stronger. Yeah, look at this. Let's see. Boom. Look at that boot. That's at least 50 yards. Outstanding. Cecile gets the pressure, passes it over to St. Pierre. St. Pierre going to go to the sideline here, Paige Churchill. Paige Churchill very lethal with that ball as she works towards the sideline. Going to try to get it into the 6-yard box. I think that was intended for Cecile. St. Pierre with the possession just by the back line. And that is going to go to the keeper. Just about 15 minutes here to play at Saints Field in the first half. Again, Bicky gets a foot on it, which is ultimately going to give Saints possession, as that is going to be to Annalena Jacob. Jacob plays Churchill. Churchill using some fancy footwork. Back to Jacob. Jacob goes back to Churchill. Churchill gets around the defender. That is Parks. Parks a sub in this game. Towards that back line again, but that's just going to get out. That's going to be a goal kick here.
Yes.
Going to be a goal kick here. Paige Churchill is down in out of bounds territory here. She is getting up very gingerly. That is not what you want to see if you are a Saints fan. 26. That's Bestie Keeley. Bestie Keeley just came in here for Flagler. It's good to see Keeley finally getting some reps. She has been out the entire season with a concussion. I am going to throw Henley Grunts under the bus here and explain how the concussion happened. So they were walking back out after halftime of one of our preseason scrimmages. Henley Grunts was taking some goal kicks, trying to get loose for the second half start for her. Nails Keeley in the head. And then it was R.I.P. Keeley. Keeley back in here, third game of the season, as that one's going to trickle out of play. First sub for the Saints is, in fact, Bestie Keeley. Paige Churchill is up and Adam, just in case you guys were wondering. There would have been some stoppage of play, of course, if Paige Churchill was still down. That one is going to get thrown in. Bestie Keeley tested early. That is going to go to Swinton. Swinton is going to try to play down by the corner flag there to Wilson. Wilson going to let it go out the back line. Grunst will take another goal kick here. Grunst is earning her paycheck today, folks. She's got 5 saves on the day. 5 shots have been taken at her, and she has saved all 5 of them. She's just so good down there in goal. Keepers are rocking the pink today. I didn't get the memo. I would have wore a pink shirt.
We wear pink on Wednesdays, so.
Grace Simon, I think that was an accident. Kicks it towards game day administrator Macri. Wilson with the throw into Swinton. Wilson plays it off of the calf of Keeley. Gonna go to Grunst. Swinton with the pressure, and Grunst says, I'm just gonna pick the ball up, you can leave. So Grunst is like, all right. Let's reset here, reset. Everybody finding where they want to be on the field. Looks like we're running a triangle attack in the midfield here, folks. There's a technical name, I don't know it. I just know they're in a triangle formation instead of a straight line. That one is going to go to the Argonauts. Argonauts are going to try to play Swinton, or maybe that is Lamardo over there on that far side. And Chetta enjoying possession down there in the 18-yard box, gets it into offensive territory. Fernandez was the target on that one, I believe. Lehman steps in front, takes the ball. Lamardo gets possession again. Plays Belts. Belts 1v1 with Keeley, and Keeley wins that battle as they got to bounce it around a little bit. Gimbicky with the coverage. Lambert and Anchetta. Absolutely phenomenal defensive coverage down there. They are protecting their keeper, folks. I mean, not that Grunts really needs protecting down there in the goal, but they're doing a great job of not letting their goalkeeper, feel that pressure. They're really down there. They're acting as goalkeepers 2 and 3 here, folks. They are really just applying the pressure, clearing the box, and letting the Saints really have the momentum here in this ball game. It has been all Saints in this first half, 2-0, of course. Approaching just a little under 11 and a half minutes at Saints Field. Cecile, 2 defenders on Cecile, and they don't even know how lethal she is yet, folks. I don't even think she's had the chance to put the foot on the ball into the back netting, unless she scored that first goal, of course, where the stream went out, but we're not going to talk about that. That is Wilson, Keeley, Grace Simon back to Keeley. Keeley and Wilson. No turn is the goal here for Keeley. Not going to get around Keeley, but is going to play Lombardo as Pierre puts some pressure on it. I think she took a shin guard to the shin. Lambert with the pressure of Belts. Are they going to go for the screamer here, or are they going to try to go around her? Lehman trying to go around her, trying to go for like a 16-yard shot there. It's just not going to happen. Ball is going to get out of the back line. Pointed to the corner flag, so that is going to be a corner kick for the Argonauts. More subs here for the Argonauts. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for this name here, folks. Number 5 coming in the ball game, Isabella Gyrich. Who was the other one? 16. Lauren Ragazzoni. That's a great soccer name. Ragazzoni. Corner kick here.
And then when she like scores a goal or does something, you could say she ragged them.
Andrea Fernandez was the one who ultimately got possession of that corner kick. The Argonauts are able to force it out of play. Swinton comes up, but Anchetta very strong in the legs there, going to get possession. That is going to go off the foot of Swinton and a Saints throw in, I believe. Gimbicki going to take the nice try over there to get the ball and make the throw in. Going to be a trickle-in throw, maybe. Nah, Gimbicki was just giving it back to Anchetta. She's like, no, Presley, you take the free kick. That one going to bounce off of an Argonaut there. I need binoculars up here. Gimbicki with the throw-in. Fernandez was the intended target. Out of play there on Belts. And I think we will have more possession here for the Saints. Ball in the offensive half. The keeper gonna clear it to the side. That might end up going in out of bounds territory, as that one's gonna nick off of Cecile. Stay in play. Paige Churchill over there. Oh, Paige Churchill all wrapped up over there. Lambert. Ooh. That was really close for Lambert. Some pressure there, of course, from the Argonauts. It looked like number 3, Blackman, was over there with the majority of the pressure. 17 also over there. That's Peterson. Fernandez, oh, able to get around the defender. They always say no turn. Well, there was a turn there. Peterson, I believe, will have the last touch, and that is going to be a Saints corner kick. And this is dangerous territory if you're an Argonauts fan. Andrea Fernandez with the big boot will take the corner kick here. Is Grace Simon stacked up in the box? Yes, she is. She's right smack in the center. I believe her head will be the target, and in fact it was. Just probably hit the part of her hair and just ricocheted the wrong way. I've heard that happens. Ball gets out of play. Going to be a throw in for the Saints in our own offensive half. May Swenson with the throw-in. That goes to St. Pierre as Swenson plays into the box. Well, I don't know if she was trying to find Churchill on that one, as Anchetta is going to come up, try to get possession. She was kind of outnumbered there of Argonauts. Oh man, look at the speed of Ella Gimbicki coming all the way from basically the center of the offensive half of things, worked her way all the way to that sideline for the pressure to get the Saints the ball back. Paige Churchill just going to get a little dispossessed there. She was outnumbered, of course. Ball goes back to the sideline. Gimbicki intercepts it, and that one's going to tick out on an Argonaut. I think that was 18 over there. Nope, 18 on the game. Ragazzoni. I think Ragazzoni was over there. Sub.
21 for us.
4 going into the game for the Argonauts. Swinton, is coming out. Mariana Camacho going in for West Florida. 21 came in for us Saints here. That's Molly Kornblit.
Number 21, Marley Cornhill.
So that one's going to get out of play, and I think they called an Argonauts foul. Andrea Fernandez trying to get a kickoff there, not going to happen. So free kick here, just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. Andrea trying to find maybe St. Pierre or Churchill down there, but that is just going to tick off of St. Pierre. Get out of play. Goal kick for the Argos. Goal kick taken. And that one's going to hit off of an abdomen of number 4 of Camacho. Paige Churchill with possession. She is going to get double teamed there. Goes into the box trying to find Kornblit. Oh, the Saints wanted a foul on that one as Kornblit tried to get the foot up. And we've got an Argonaut down in the 18-yard box. I think we'll have a stoppage of play here to check on her. We wait for the sign. She is up. She is walking. We will have no stoppage of play. Goalkeeper arguing for a foul down there on Kornblit, I assume. Only one in territory. Everybody wants a foul. Well, this isn't Oprah. Not everybody gets a foul. So I think we'll have a drop ball here. So whoever gets possession gets possession. There it is. Lambert goes Anchetta. Anchetta goes Simon. Simon, fancy footwork there. Goes Anchetta. Anchetta trying to switch the field here into offense, but that is going to go to the feet of the Argonauts. Ella Gimbicki not showing any signs of fatigue out there. 1v1 with Belts on that opposite side. Grace Simon going to get ahead on it in the 6-yard box. And St. Pierre is going to maintain possession in the 18-yard box down to this near sideline here. She is going to finesse her way around 2 Argonauts, and she is going to get laid out. Draws the foul, free kicks for the Saints. Swinson will take it. Last year when Flagler hit the road for a road contest, the commentator, the broadcaster, whoever was at the opposing team called Mae Swinson Mia Swanson, so that is her name in my brain for all of eternity. As I believe that's going to be an offside call on the Saints here. Maybe Paige Churchill was just a little too high. Or maybe it was just a foul. Not really 100% sure on that one. I saw the flag waving. That one is going to go Paige Churchill, just making her presence known. She is not just a forward. She is a presence and a force to be reckoned with on the pitch. That one will tick out of her, and then we have yet another sub here for the Argonauts. That's number 22, Lindsay Gill. Gill comes in and immediately tries to find her head. Paige Churchill says no, ma'am. And then the throw-in taker, Parks, finds her head. Some contact down there. That's Belts. Belts and Keeley. Gonna find 23 over there. That's a Lehman. Lehman, I believe, tried to take a shot on that one. Ricochets off Swinson. And I believe another shot was taken there by Parks. They may give that a cross or maybe just a touch on the ball as Grunst is gonna come out with possession of the ball, letting her defense and, of course, her offense get into position. Very good boot from her as that one's going to find midfield, but it'll unfortunately find the abdomen of an Argonaut. 22 fresh legs. And Gill has possession. Ball going to tick out off of a Saints defender, and that is going to be a corner kick. That is a ton of corners for the Argonauts. I think that's 4 or 5 so far today. They haven't been able to capitalize on one yet, so let's see what this one has in store for them. Stacked up in the box. We've got people on the post, people in the box, and Samantha St. Pierre makes her presence known. I think I'm going to go, that one was a cross from Johanna Peterson on that one. I think it may have hit off of some Saints or Grunts, maybe would have let that one go. Nonetheless, the Saints have possession back as we approach 1.5 minutes left in this first half of play. And it has been all Saints. That one goes just over midfield. That is going to be Gyrich that kicks it out of bounds for the Argonauts, and Gimbicki will take the throw in. Gimbicki with the toss. Finds Kornblit. Kornblit will not be able to maintain possession there. The Argonauts kick it into the defensive half of things. Gimbicki trying to get ahead on that one. Oh, and I think it accidentally hit off of her a little bit. I thought it may have hit an Argonaut before it went out of bounds or out of play. All these sports terms, they just get jumbled in my head. And Anchetta goes into the midfield. Peterson will have it, tries to go into her offensive half. And Anchetta says, yeah, 44 seconds left in this half, and I'm trying to give it to my offense. Saints offense may not have it, but the Argonauts defense do, and that is the wrong side of the midfield line that they want to be on, trailing by 2, approaching halftime. They finally find their way into their offensive half. The fresh legs of Gill going to dump it over there to other fresh legs of Camacho. Camacho came in a little bit before her, but compared to most of the defense here for Flagler, fresh legs. Ball is just getting booted around here. Keeley boots it towards the offensive side of things for the Saints, defensive side of things for the Argonauts. 7 seconds left, and we are about to go into halftime with the Saints leading 2-0. Outstanding first half performance here by Flagler College. Absolutely dominating time of possession and just dominating this ball game, folks. It is 2-0 at halftime. We're going to step away, and I'm going to take a break for 15 minutes and drink some water. We'll be right back on the Saints Sports Network. right, back with you here on the Saints Sports Network. Saints come back out of the half leading 2-0, of course, because no one scores at halftime. Our first half stat update, Paige Churchill and Andrea Fernandez with the goals in the first half. The assist coming from Paige Churchill and Andrea Fernandez. So they just went a little tag team effort there on both goals. Both of them playing 45 minutes of the first half. We've flip-flop fields here. The Argonauts got to relearn their names. Lamardo there is going to pay Lehman, but St. Pierre goes to Jacob. Jacob is going to try to get it to Andrea Fernandez here at the half, but that is going to take off of Peterson, and it should be, I can't see right below me, so I'm not 100% sure who's taking the throw-in. Gimbicki, that is Ella Gimbicki, is going to take the throw-in here for the Saints. The ref didn't like that ball, so gives Gimbicki another one. Tosses that one, trying to find the feet of Fernandez, and it is going to get past Peterson. Fernandez on the run towards the 18-yard box, 1v1 with Peterson. She's going to try to find Paige Churchill on the opposing side of the field. That one is going to hit off of some heads over there. Parks is the one that's over there with Churchill as they approach that far sideline, and that is going to be a throw-in for the Argonauts. Ball goes into the midfield, and Chetta and Jacobs get some touches on it. Samantha St. Pierre making her way with the cross to Fernandez, but it is just gonna hit off of an Argonaut. Trickle down over there. That's Peterson. Cecile over there. Swinton gonna get possession. Gimbicki with the protection. Jacob also in the area to guard Lehman over there. Lambert. It was knocked down by Swinton. That one is going to hit the feet there of Lamardo. Lamardo trying to find a woman in Garth, as Grunst is going to kick it out, throw in for the Argonauts. So Grunst is going to take that one off of a little boot there. She's going to play some basketball with it there in the 18-yard box. And the punt, and that's going to come right towards us over here in the camera. Excuse me, Henley.
Sorry, guys, we forgot our jerseys today.
Do they need to get us some pennies up here? I mean, I'm wearing gold. Anyways, throw in Argonauts. That one is going to go to Cecile. Cecile, very aggressive there, going to go to St. Pierre, sorry, got to include the Saint in there, goes Grace Simon. Grace Simon 1v1, she wins that matchup all day long, and now she is getting 2v1, and she is even going to win the 2v1 matchup, and I believe that is going to be a shot from her. I did tell her before the game that I needed her to go score some goals. I told her and Ella both that, and they looked at me like I was crazy. Now I'm going to look at Grace like she was crazy because she just tried to score. Anyways, Samantha St. Pierre, little fancy footwork there with number 15, Labovic. Swinton goes Garth, and Simon and Chetta killing it over there. Paige Churchill on the run with Parks. Parks is going to dump it to Garth, who is guarded by May Swinson. Ball getting bounced around down there. And Chetta tries to get ahead on it. 10 trying to go for the goal, and that one is going to be wide. On our side of things, that is wide left. To Grunt's side, that is wide right. Goal kick here for the Saints. So, and Chetta will have the ball in the 6-yard box right next to Grunts, the keeper. Going to go to her feet. Going to go back to her as there is some pressure from the green offense here. Pierre kicks it. The ball is just in the air. I know the soccer players like to play with their feet rather than their heads. And that was a great ball there from Andrea Fernandez. Gimbicki making her way down the field. She is going to get double covered. The cross to Cecile. Just a little wide, but what an effort from Ella Gimbicki. I don't think that you would realize this if you didn't look at the roster. I didn't tell you. Ella Gimbicki is a freshman. She doesn't play like it. Cecile is also a freshman, and I believe that these freshmen, they came in here with a veteran mindset, and they play with some confidence. You know, both getting starting positions here, third game into the season, and they're making quite the impact here for the Saints. Gimbicki was almost getting an assist on that one as Lambert gets her head on that one. Fernandez tries to get it over Peterson. Some playing footsie over there. Annalena Jacob going to get it. St. Pierre and Swinton going at it there with the hands. Ella Gimbicki, good read there. Goes back to Lambert. Lambert just trying to get away from the Argonauts. She is going to go to Fernandez. Fernandez, I don't know if that was a shot attempt or that was a pass to Cecile. Cecile going to find Annalena Jacob on the outside. The kick from just outside the 18-yard box. And that went over the goal. You know what that means, right? Too much mustard on it. So goal kick here for the Argonauts after that one was kicked really hard. I don't know who the strength coach is for women's soccer, but I'm going to have to talk to them. Maybe cut down the weight. They're just too strong. That one is going to go here to this near sideline. Swinton looks like she gets a foot on it. Garth and Chetta. And Chetta gets it back into the offensive half and finds Fernandez. And that one is going to get kicked out by Peterson. Head coach Ashley Martin jazzed about that one, as I believe that is a Saints throw in here. Getting two people on Fernandez there, and they're just going to go right over to the Pierre, and then two people on Pierre. That is including number 23, Annalie Lehman, who got the last touch on that one. Cecile, very strong legs there, but gets double teamed. The ball goes out of play. They are saying Cecile was the last touch on that one. I need y'all got to come to these games. Y'all got to see Tim's reaction to some of these calls. It's just really funny. Ella Gimbicki with the header there. She was ready for that one. Put her whole body into that one, arms and everything. I can't show you guys, but really got all into that one. Labovic gets two Saints on, goes Swinton on the outside. Gimbicki 1v1, and then Pierre comes in for some assist. That ball just gonna go right into Saints' possession. St. Pierre gets clobbered there. That's by Lehman. Tim and Ashley both wanting a foul on that one. I don't blame them. That was a very physical play. Belts with the ball, and the cross to Garth. Garth is going to get the foot on it in the 18-yard box, and Anchetta does a fabulous job down there in the box. I'm making the case for Anchetta to be one of the nominees for Defender of the Week for the conference, as Cecile is just so fast, and she almost beats Blackman. Blackman had at least 5 to 8 yards on Cecile, and Cecile was even still able to get a touch on it and force the kind of panic there and force that ball out. Sorry, that's not Blackman, that is Clark. Clark with an E. Churchill with the ball, far sideline against Parks. Parks with the pressure. Churchill trying to get around her, trying to get a turn there. I think Churchill may have got clipped a little bit on that one as the ball is going to work its way into midfield. Grace Simon pulling a Derrick Henry there with the stiff arm and gets possession for the Saints. Lambert, both of those players right there, both Lambert and it looked like Peterson over there, were just trying to find, get the ball to the ground. Soccer players don't like to head the ball from what I've heard, especially if you don't hit it just right, then you just like concussion. Ask Keeley. Keeley would know. Grunts gets the ball in the 18-yard box. Going to enjoy possession a little bit down there for her. She's had several touches today, 5 saves. Ashley Martin instructing his keeper. Wait for some help down there as Garth is going to apply the pressure. And I thought she was going to go bowling there, but flips it right out in front of her. Kicks it just into the midfield. Lombardo going to get a head on it. Swinton with possession. Finds Garth on the sideline, 1v1 with Anchetta. Let's see who wins this matchup here. Let's see the attempt there from Garth. Anchetta got a touch on it. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, folks. She just kind of took the beating there. Peterson going to take the throw in here for the Argonauts. Finds the feet of Garth. I think Peterson launches that one, and Grunst makes the snag. That one had upper 90 front post all day long on that far side, and Grunst was like, watch these hops. Gets the snag. Wonder if they'll give her a save for that one or not. She is going to kick the ball to midfield. I believe she is trying to find maybe St. Pierre, maybe May Swenson on that one. Nonetheless, Grace Simon, Lambert. Now Swinton for the green guys is going to have the ball. She is making her way up the field, and Chetta and Grace Simon not able to apply the pressure, and Swinton will get the first goal of the day for the Argonauts. I think though the pressure from behind there from Chetta just not enough to make Swinton panic. Swinton is one of those people that I scouted before this game, leads the team 2 goals coming into it, and now she's got 3 leading the team. Kickoff there from Cicel. Annalena Jacobs kicks it, and Andrea Fernandez is like, I want it at my feet, not at the sideline. The bench is getting into it here for the Saints. 2-1 contest here with 34.5 to go, and Chetta is matched up with Swinton again, and Chetta gonna make sure that one gets out of play for the throw-in Argonauts. Peterson with the throw-in. Gimbicki lets it go over the head. Smart move there, as that one is gonna get kicked out of play by Swinton. And Chetta doing some matrix moves over there to get out of the way of that one. Goal kick and Chetta delivers the ball here to the 6-yard box. Grace Simon on the opposite side of the field, going to get possession here. Working her way upfield with about 2 yards of separation before the man was on. She is trying to find the feet of Paige Churchill. Paige Churchill gets knocked down, and they're going to call her offsides. That was a great ball there from Grace Simon. Defender just playing Paige Churchill in the right position to where she's going to get that offside call. Oh, I thought it was offside. It was a foul. The flag went up. I was very confused. May Swenson takes the free kick. That's a good boot there, trying to find Pierre, or St. Pierre, look like. Fernandez gets the second ball there. Gimbicki maybe trying to find Cicel. That one's going to get off of Parks. Hand goes up, and Argonauts will maintain possession here. Kick coming here from the Argonaut keeper. That one's on a line just a little past the midfield, and Chetta puts it back to the other side. Fernandez and Cicel working in tandem down there. Cicel, so it was Fernandez, then Cicel, then Fernandez getting triple teamed down there, gets kicked down. That leaves St. Pierre open, trying to go back to Fernandez. Gimbicki with the pressure from Swinton. Annalena Jacob going to take it over here towards the corner flag, about halfway between the corner flag and the 18-yard box, and she is going to get pushed out of play, and that will be a goal kick for the Argonauts. Head coach Ashley Martin not very happy about that one. Saints had the momentum going down there and could have had something happen, but nothing was able to come about that down there. So we got a sub here for the Argonauts, number 26. That is Nelson. Nelson, I believe, started the first half. Wanted to give her an extended break, I guess. Goal kick gets into the midfield and finds the feet of Anchetta, the shoulder now of St. Pierre. The Saints bench is irritated. Hit the elbow of St. Pierre. Ooh, that was a little passive-aggressive there. Lehman gets the ball over there to Nelson. Gimbicki lays chase to it, and I believe a goal kick will come of that. And Chetta's going to take the goal kick here. into the midfield, and that one is going to get off of several heads. Lambert takes the blow there, and Chetta, Swinton, and Grunst risks it all, coming out of the 6-yard box into the 18-yard box, making the dive, making the play. Saints back with possession here. That one going to go into the midfield. St. Pierre gets it with the foot. She had plenty of separation there from anybody, as that one, she's going to get shoved to the ground. I think the ball ultimately hit her in the face, too, as she fell to the ground. Unfortunate. And Chetta coming up to the midfield, going to take the free kick here, maybe. They like to trick me on this. They like to go up there, they get the ball, and they give it to somebody else. And I'm like, why would you do that to me? Making me look stupid. Anyways. And Chetta is taking the kick. Lambert with the header. Fernandez with the foot. Argonauts get it at the feet. Swinton and Gimbicki. Amazing pressure there from Gimbicki. Argonauts throw-in does incur. Nelson, I believe that is number 23. That is Nelson down there on that sideline. The ball goes out of play. She is going to get the throw-in. Locked arms down there is Simon and Belts. Ball goes out of play, and another goal kick here for the Saints. Just about 29 minutes left to play here in the second half. 2-1 your score in favor of the Flagler College Saints. Pressure there from Nelson. Peterson lets that ball bounce over her head. Little does she know that the lethal Andrea Fernandez is right there. Passes the ball to Cicel. Cicel tripped up in the box. Wants the foul. If I'm Flagler, I want the foul too. But that is going to be a throw-in for the Argonauts. Cicel knows too, man. I saw her. She got that smile on her face. She's like, man, I don't get tripped up there. That's goal. That's a goal. So ball in here for the Argonauts. Cicel with the pressure. She's like, give me my ball back. You tripped me earlier. Give me that ball. And she's 2v1. Is she going to win it? She goes St. Pierre. But the ball just a little too far outside of the 18-yard box. Ashley Martin is like, oh my gosh. So some push here from the Argonauts, but Grace Simon says, no. You're on Saints field. Gets the ball back into the offensive half. Pressure there from Cicel. In the midfield, Lambert going to apply pressure here to Belts on that outside half. Parks with the quick throw in. Paige Churchill goes to Lambert. Okay, they keep trying to play people in the stands. Do we need to get them some pennies? Possession here at the midfield for Lehman. Going to find the head of Anchetta. Jacob and St. Pierre in the immediate vicinity for the Saints. Jacob is going to take a foot to the abdomen on that one. Oh, and that one's going to go over the head of the Argonaut player right there. That is Labovic. St. Pierre triple team, finds an outlet for Jacob, but Jacob going to get dispossessed here trying to pass the ball off. Good job by Lambert to get a foot out and really push the Argonauts in the direction they don't want to go. Belts with the possession over there. She kind of loses it. I don't think any Saint really took it from her, as Paige Churchill is going to find Andrea Fernandez. Andrea Fernandez is going to find Paige Churchill, as she is also clipped. Falls down, gets back up. Paige Churchill 1v1 with Parks on the far sideline going into the 18-yard box. Dispossessed, unfortunately. May Swenson applying pressure to Belts. Good pressure there from Swenson. Forces Belts to kick it out of play, and that is going to be a Saints throw-in on that far side. Swenson takes the throw-in, finds Paige Churchill. Paige Churchill 1v1 with Parks down there. Parks will dispossess her. That is going to go to Blackman. Back to May Swenson. A trip and fall there. That was just some physical soccer down there, folks, and they call a foul, I think, on Swenson. Maybe Paige Churchill, whoever was in the vicinity. Free kick here coming for the Argonauts. The keeper in Lipsy is going to take it. Lambert tries to get ahead on that one, just goes a little bit over. Grunst is going to stay in the 18-yard box, get possession, pick it up before Lehman could apply the pressure and try to knot this game up. I'm sorry, that was Nelson. The 3 and the 6 look very similar from up here. Horrible font on those jerseys. Grunts with the punt. That one's going to get into the midfield. Gimbicki is the one that ends up with possession. She tries to find St. Pierre. Lehman on St. Pierre, real good there. Lamardo finds Belts, finds Swinton. Swinton's got 2 Saints on her. St. Pierre tries to go with a little bit of a slide tackle. Stand up there. Andrea coming on with the pressure. Peterson, Gimbicki down here with the pressure on Nelson, the jersey grab, and Fernandez and is going to get possession down here right below us. Goes St. Pierre in the open field. She's got a few yards of separation between her, and she is going to win that 1v1 matchup with Blackman, but the goalkeeper just able to come across for the save. The Saints thought that was goal number 3. What a good run there from St. Pierre. She really just has good ball possession skills, folks. Good footwork down there in that 18-yard box, able to win the 1v1 pressure really single-handedly, and just really good footwork from her. Is that one going to boot off of an Argonaut with some Saints pressure? Swinson and Lambert in the immediate vicinity, but Swinton comes up from out of nowhere, gets the ball. I believe that is Belts with possession here, 1v1 with Anchetta. Anchetta doing the karaoke out there, trying to figure out which way to go. Is number 10 not going to be able to get a foot on that one? Lamardo, and I believe Nelson is going to kick that one out of play for the Argonauts. Goal kick, Saints. Saw the flag go sideways and up. Do we have subs? We do. Number 11. Oh, there's Geddes going back in with just 24 minutes to play. Geddes very lethal. As I mentioned in that first half, she is one of the leading goal scorers and assisters here for West Florida. Free kick, or goal kick, taken by Anchetta. Lambert able to get a head on it. It's going to go into offensive territory. Blackman gets a foot on it. St. Pierre back with possession. She is with Clark, making her way to the 18-yard box, tries to find Cicel. Cicel gets it. Oh, and that was almost a beautiful finish from Cicel. That is one of her strong points. The keeper muffs it just out of play there. That is going to be a corner kick for the Saints.
What are we doing?
Despite being just a freshman, Cicel is just, her ability to finish a play and really follow through on the kick is unmatched. Just a phenomenal player here for the Saints, and she is going to be trouble for opposing teams for the next 4 years to come. Fernandez, and finds the head of Anchetta, and that is going to go out and goal kick. Wilson going into the game here for West Florida. Swinton coming out with 22 and a half to play. I would have thought Swinton maybe would have gone a little bit further, unless they're just trying to get her a little bit of a break here and maybe unleash her on the Saints back line here. Into the midfield. First touch goes to the Saints, as does the second. On the floor, or sorry, on the ground to Fernandez, and that is going to go to Geddes, and Geddes hits Gimbicki with the ball. Nelson tiptoeing in her Jordans on the sideline with Panchetta. And that one's going to get out of play. Gimbicki will take the throw in here for the Saints. Waiting for a man open as we go over St. Pierre. Peterson is going to get a leg on that one. St. Pierre, she's making all the contact down there. Getting it in the air, getting it high, getting it low. Peterson with a cross. May Swinson has possession of that, uses the big boot, trying to find Cicel in the midfield. Oh! Cicel goes for the ball there, and that is a yellow card. And we are going to stop play here, folks, with the yellow card. Got to make documentation of that, and we have to make sure Cicel is okay, the freshman from Germany. Andrea Fernandez over there almost immediately, and I think she's arguing for the red card, folks. That was some brutal contact. Kendall Blackman is the one giving credit for the yellow card. Cecile up under her own power. Little ginger movement there, but I think she's going to be okay, folks. That was brutal. You could hear that from up here. 16 coming into the game here for the Argonauts. That's Ragazzoni. Cecile falls to the ground. Not sure what's going on with her. She is going to take a minute here, folks. That was going to have the trainer go out there and take a look. So no matter what happens here, Cecile will have to come out of this ball game. Ball game. I was informed that ball game is not the proper term for soccer. I'm going to take a step away as we let the trainer kind of assess what's going on with Cecile here. Just a little over 21 minutes to play. Saints lead it 2-1. Thank you. All right, we are back to play here at Saints Field. Cecile was helped off of the field by the athletic training staff here. Molly Kornblit coming in to take her place for the time being. Ashley Martin made sure to tell the referee that when Cecile is good to go, she's going back in, and they better let her. So we're going to get a foul assessed there. I believe that was given to Michaela Lambert. It is free kick in the midfield here for the Argonauts. They go quick. Geddes had possession, dumps it down to Ragazzoni and Anchetta down there. Presley Anchetta making her presence known down there. Gimbicky using her head. 23 gonna airmail that one over, and it'll be a goal kick here for the Saints. And this is a completely different team from West Florida than we saw in the first half. A lot more aggressive here, taking more shots, being more aggressive. And Cecile is coming back in, folks. That is what you love to see. She gets absolutely laid out and then is good to go to come back in. Grunst with the ball goes midfield to Paige Churchill, but gonna get a head on it is Parks. Lamardo with the ball, and she is gonna get a conversation there as Michaela Lambert hit the grass real hard there, folks. This game's getting chippy. Gotta be careful when games get chippy. That's when people get hurt. Gonna have some more subs come in here for West Florida once they get a free kick or a throw in or goal kick or something. Got to get the ball on the ground. First touch on the ground goes to the Argonauts, but Anchetta using her body, getting in front of it. St. Pierre goes Gimbicky. Gimbicky goes Anchetta back to St. Pierre. Grace Simon boxing out over there. That's a basketball term, but that is essentially what she did there. Ball goes to the midfield and now is in the defensive half of things for Flagler. Grace Simon ensures the safe delivery to the keeper there just outside on the far half of the 18-yard box. The punt. Bouncing. First touch to the Argonauts, second touch and third as well. Grace Simon cuts it off there. Gonna put it, trying to find maybe Fernandez, but Peterson comes up with the interception, puts it back in our own offensive half. Ella Gimbicki down there does get possession, gets nutmegged, and then gets shoved to the ground. Oh, she mad. I think they assessed a foul on the play. And it was to the Argonauts. Gimbicki is the one that drew it. She was real mad. She was like, if they don't give a foul on that, like, she did a flip. Do a flip. And Chetta with the big boot. 15. That is Labovic will get the first touch. St. Pierre, 2 men on her as that one is going to tick out of play. And I believe that'll be an Argonauts throw in. Timmy wanted the Saints throw in. So here come our waves of subs. Swinton back in. Belts is back in. And it looks like Geddes is still on the field as well. So that front line now for the Argonauts. Pretty lethal here. You got all 3 leading scorers in there. Swinton goes to Belts. Ball goes out of play. Throw in, I believe, for Flagler as Gimbicki will take it. Gimbicki wears her shin guard on the side of her foot. Not very much protection for your shin there, Ella. Michaela Lambert did get a touch on that one. Paige Churchill with a man on, now has a few yards of separation. Gonna get a turn there. That's not really what you want if you're the Argonaut defense. Annalena Jacob finds Gimbicki in the offensive half. Peterson on her. Nelson comes up for some support. That one is gonna trickle out. Belt's not gonna be able to get a touch on that one as Andrea Fernandez will juggle the ball a little bit on the sideline for funsies. And toss the ball over to Gimbicki here for the Saints throw in their own offensive half. Looked like we were going to go to Fernandez, but no, we're going to go to Cicel. Cicel went down real hard just moments prior to this. Gets back up and immediately asserts her dominance there. She'll still has the strong legs here, which really is going to give her the edge. Annalena Jacobs gets it in the midfield. I think she was going for Paige Churchill, maybe Samantha St. Pierre, but Clark is going to get that ball and go into the offensive side. But Grace Simon flipping the field. Lambert goes Swinson. Swinson using her soccer IQ, going to kick the ball off of an Argonaut, and that is going to make it a Saints throw in. Wonder if she will try to go for the far throw there of Andrea Fernandez, and she does, in fact. Peterson tried to get in front of the ball, blows the coverage. Fernandez finds Cicel in the 18-yard box, but Cicel is going to have to dribble out just a little bit. Finds Fernandez outside. Fernandez putting the ball in the air, trying to find the head of Churchill, much like in the first half of things, I believe. Annalena Jacobs, just going to lose possession. Ball is going to trickle out of play. Belt's not going to chase it down. I believe that is going to be a Saints throw-in down here near the Flagler bench. Outside back, Gimbicki, of course, is going to take the throw in as it is on this side of the field. Wonder if she will go Paige Churchill, and she will, but Parks will kick it out of play. So another throw in for the Saints. Gimbicki goes right near the sideline, and Belts kicks it out of play again. I saw that coming. Gonna get a little bit more of a centered throw there, and the Argonauts are gonna kick it towards this sideline over here, and I think it got out of play. I'm on top of a roof. There's a blind spot. So gonna get a throw in here. Gimbicki will take it. Gimbicki launches it. Whoa, what a good throw in. Cicel and Nelson going at it down there, dispossessed, and the ball is going to get kicked out of play by Clark in the offensive half of things for the Saints. Gimbicki. I think Gimbicki's had the most touches today solely based off of throw-ins. Paige Churchill comes up, intercepts the ball. Churchill gonna try to flip the field, maybe reset a little bit. Argonauts are everywhere. Lambert gets ahead on it on the other side of the midfield circle, and she is gonna try to play Belts. Anchetta laying chase to Belts. The pressure from Anchetta. Grace Simon gonna go help out. Swinton gets the ball with Swinson. Grunst with the save, and the defense coming up big down there in the 18-yard box for the Saints to keep it a 2-1 game here. Fernandez in the midfield, going to get a little bit tripped up, and I think they'll call a foul there. They will call the foul on Lehman. Andrea Fernandez wasn't able to really maintain possession there with the footwork of Lehman. Almost have to wonder if that was clean or not. So Anchetta dribbling the ball a little bit there at the midfield mark. Let's see who's going to take our free kick. Grace Simon getting a good stretch in. It's important to stay stretched. Very humid in the state of Florida, losing electrolytes real fast here, folks. That was a big boot into the 18-yard box. We have been trying to get Cecile a goal all day. She is one of the best finishers on that front line. I'll say it time and time again. Her teammates will say it too, folks. Cecile's got fancy footwork tripping everybody up over there. Gimbicky trying to play Churchill. Churchill will take it to that far sideline, keep the ball in play. She'll go 1v1 with Parks. And she is going to get around Parks. She's going for it. Oh, tries to find Fernandez. Jacob going to get the ball there. Ball is out of the 18-yard box now to Geddes. Geddes is going to dribble but has Michaela Lambert on her. And Lambert is going to take that one in the abdomen. Andrea Fernandez puts the pressure on from behind. Belts trying to play Swinton. Grace Simon and Swinton in a foot race for the ball. And Grace Simon does what any good defender would do and kick it out of play like that. Very quick throw in here with 11 and a half minutes to play. Anchetta gets ahead on it. And Gimbicky putting the pressure on. Labovic right there was the only one in the vicinity for the West Florida Argonauts. Throw in, gonna go to Belts. Gimbicky with the pressure. Fernandez, I don't think she meant to do that, but I think it hit off of someone in green, so it's gonna be a goal kick here for the Saints. Anchetta is going to take the goal kick here for the Saints. It's booted to the midfield. St. Pierre gets a head on it. That looked uncomfortable. Ball is still in the air. Let's get it on the ground. We're playing soccer. And it's on the ground finally. 23 and Lehman was the one that kicked it down there to Geddes. Geddes goes to that back line. And Chetta forcing her to go a little bit more towards the center of the field. Lehman and Jacobs. St. Pierre and Belts. They're going to go at it down there at the sideline. Jacob comes in for the assist. Gimbicky with the pressure as well, and Anchetta going to apply the pressure there. Going to go a throw in here for West Florida.
Hey, we need one more behind right there. You gotta stop. We need one more. Let's try to get it right there, Maya.
Under 10 minutes to play here. The throw in going to find Swinton. Gimbicky and Anchetta going 2v1 on Swinson. They know how lethal she can be as the ball is going to go out of play. Throw in Argonauts. Subs are coming in.
Coming in for West Florida, number 12, Sydney Garth.
Sydney Garth coming back in. She was a first half starter here for West Florida. That is going to bring Labovic out of the game. St. Pierre, good footwork there. She is so agile down there on that soccer field. Gets a little tripped up and still maintains possession of the ball. Very physical down there too on her. That one is going to be a throw in. Geddes with the throw in. Going to find Garth, the fresh legs in the box. And Grace Simon says, I don't care if I've been playing almost 90 minutes. I'm going to beat you down here on my side of the field. Everybody going to stack up in the box on the corner here for West Florida. Don't think that was the setup in the box that the West Florida coach was asking for, as that one is going to get kicked over the goal. Goal kick. Molly Kornblit back in the game here for the Saints. And Alina Jacob going to come out of the ball game here. And Chetta is going to take the goal kick here to the midfield. Kornblit tested early. She's got 2 men on. Ball bounces around. Swinton and Grace Simon, Andrea Fernandez all getting touches on it down there. That one is just getting all booted around. Geddes is down there making the trek, and again Bicky says no ma'am, and someone for the Saints is down. That is Andrea Fernandez. The trainer comes out immediately.
To the face.
That was an injury to the face. We will have a stoppage of play here with 7:42 to go. I'm gonna take a step away and let them check on Fernandez, folks. We'll be right back. All right, Fernandez has come off of the field, but she came off under her own power. A sub was made. Oh, no, she didn't come off the field. I thought since the trainer went on the field that she did have to come off. I guess not. Oh, she came off. She went right back on. Sorry, my paper started flying everywhere, and it was a little stressful. And the bleachers. So throw in here for the Saints. Approaching 7 minutes to play. Lamardo, Swinson. Throw in. Oh, Swinton tried to go fast with that throw in. And Chetta said, okay, you want to throw in, go take it down there at midfield. And now we're going to get a little bit of pause of action here. Kendall Blackman coming into the ball game. She is the one who has the yellow card over Cecile. Cecile is okay, so that is what matters. We're getting a tying of the shoe of Peterson at midfield. Belts over there with 2 Saints. Lambert is the one that ultimately gets the dispossession. Paige Churchill dispossessed. The ball goes out of play. Throw in Flagler. Throw in here taken by Swinson. Garth and Andrea going for it, and that one's kicked over the stands. Y'all have fun chasing that ball down. They call the throw in back because we're getting a sub. Guy Rich coming into the ball game here for West Florida as we approach 6 minutes to play. Throw in here. Swinson, Lambert. Both ready, push it back to the original location of the throw-in. Paige Churchill with the pressure. St. Pierre gets it on the ground. Kornblit is going to find it at her feet. 2 men on. She gets shoved to the side. And right after she enters the game, Kendall Blackman is given a foul. Andrea Fernandez walking towards the ball. as is Grace Simon, but Andrea Fernandez takes the kick. It lands in the 18-yard box, hitting some heads down there. Paige Churchill trying to get out in front of that, and that is going to be a corner kick. Paige Churchill applying great pressure down there near the goal. The Argonauts were just trying to keep her from getting possession. They know how dangerous she can be when she gets possession near the goal. I believe she has one of 2 goals today. She does. She also has an assist. Cecile is pretty much standing in the goal. Fernandez gonna take the corner. Churchill looking like she's trying to get open here. It goes right towards the goal, and Chetta, as well as like 4 different West Florida players, were in the vicinity. Michaela Lambert looking for the screamer goal there, and Chetta reclaims possession. The shot, and that one just goes towards this close post over here. Goalkeeper makes the snag. I don't think it was going to go in the goal anyways. It was going to hit the post as that one sent into the midfield. Fernandez using the back of her head as Swinson and Swinton go 1v1 and clears that ball into the offensive half. Very aggressive here. Paige Churchill down there, working with what looks to be Nelson down there. She secures the ball for the throw-in. Ball bouncing around a little bit here. No one really claimed possession. Lambert kicks it towards the 18-yard box. Clark kicks it back out. Swinton is going to get possession just around the midfield mark. She is making the push. Goes to Garth on the outside. Lambert going to kick the ball out of play. I think Lambert could have taken the ball at her feet. She had a few yards of separation there. Really could have had a turn, taking the ball towards the offensive half of things, but rather play it safe as Lambert kicks it into the midfield. Cecile with Peterson. St. Pierre going to kick it well into the offensive half. It'll be a throw-in for the Argonauts. Cecile was really laying chase to it. I love the hustle. I don't think she had any chance of getting to that ball, but I love the fact that she was hustling for it anyways. Just shows character. Clark with the throw-in. Gimbicki on Geddes. And Chetta clears that one into our mushroom field. Gimbicki, she's getting her steps in. So is Anchetta. Garth makes the attempt there, and Grunst caught the ball and then fell. Gotta have that ball security. Lambert with possession in the midfield, trying to find St. Pierre. Pierre gets a forehead on it. Oh, and she is going to get tripped up there. That's Annalie Lehman on the foul. St. Pierre taking a second to get up. Good spot there. Fernandez will take the free kick. Fernandez with the boot. Talon just a little away from the goal. Blackman gets a head on it as it trickles to midfield. Paige Churchill comes over there, absolutely shoves Julietta Lamardo. The clock never stopped. I never got the signal. Clock is going to have to reset here. I'm not sure what time he's going to want to put on the clock. Not really 100% sure what's going on with the clock, so I'm not going to start the one on the screen until 1:15. In the offensive half of things for the Argonauts, they're playing some 2-minute offense here. You really only hear that in football as Grunst is going to fist it. Blackman and Fernandez both lay chase to it. Fernandez, she cramping. She is cramping. Gimbicki going to take the throw in with under a minute. Cecile with the pressure there. Under a minute to play. Getty's making her way towards the goal, goes to Garth, and Garth was offsides. Ball into the offensive half of things for Flagler. Less than 20 seconds to play. The Argonauts are feeling the pressure now, down 2-1. Less than 15 seconds. 8 seconds. Ball goes out of play. Going to be a throw in. And the ball is going to trickle down out of the back line. And Flagler hangs on to the 2-1 W here. Paige Churchill, Andrea Fernandez on the goals. Thank you for tuning in to the Saints Sports Network. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday. We got some men's soccer action here at Saints Field. Thank you for tuning in today. And I'm Bailey Clark, signing off.